What's up, guys? It's Captain Production 72 and welcome to Building Christophsis episode 11. And today we're doing the power plant. And by power plant, I just mean this section where my hand is. So it's not really a power plant, it's more like a small power station. Now, if you guys remember in the last episode, we had a parts related issue in terms of how much parts we still had after. See, I thought I had a lot more black pieces, but after building this and doing a section of the tower with black along with the bridge, I ended up slowly and I'm not aggravatingly realising that there's not enough pieces. So I'm having to do something about that. So this episode is going to be a lot of guesswork. Now I'm not going to be filming while I sit and try to figure out what I want to do with what parts I've found. I've got a decent amount of parts for what I'm building. It will not be like a full building. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like half destroyed, half not destroyed. Like the Republic could try to take out the power, so the Separatists, can't recharge the droids and all that sort of thing. So I've managed to work it into kind of the plot of the battle. So yeah, I know the camera's aiming at a new angle, but that's because we're working all over here. It's so nice to be working on this area because it sat blank. Just for too long, it was just like blank and nothing was going on. And it's much better, having done that. So I'm just going to grab the tub that has the parts that we're going to be working with. Now, I'm not going to work with every single part in this tub, because, well, they're just parts that I felt would be useful for this and for small detailed episodes. The next episode, I believe, is episode 12, is the tower fire, so I'm not going to be using any of these for probably about another week or two anyway, or a couple weeks, I don't know. But yeah, most of those parts are going to end up here. I kind of want to go for a Technic, like a very kind of, I want it to look like a complicated type maze where all the, electronics and all the power is generated for the towers and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of what I go for. And the Republic are trying to take it out, so the Separatists can't charge the droids or do anything like that. But yeah, so I'm really happy with the way it's working. I like the Separatist command center. I think considering how much the limited amount of black block bricks we had to work with, it looks good. I know it looks like an odd shape on camera, but see when you're at the angle I am standing at, which it isn't the same as the camera, it looks quite cool. If I had more block bricks, I would have built up taller and whatnot. But after rummaging through all my parts, see, I do have a lot of parts, just not the right colour. For instance, I have a lot of red, white, and yellow still lying around, which would have been great if I was continuing the Republic base, but, well, I have actually debated, adding a wall to the back of it, maybe the side of it, going along, but, I don't see myself really, adding those colours anywhere else. The red and white, again, could use those somewhere, I don't know. But, still figuring all this out. So yeah, last week's episode, well, sorry, Tuesday's episode ended up being 48 minutes long. Now, I think this episode will be the last of the ones that are over 40 minutes after that, because the next few episodes really, or the last few episodes aren't really going to be like, that long, because this is the last, actual structure we're going to be building. This is the last structure we're gonna do. After that, it's all small details, minifig placement, battle damage, all that sort of thing. So it's just kind of the beginning of the end, because there's only going to be like 19 episodes that we're building. There was going to be 20, which was the final, where I'd show you the whole thing, and then there'd be a final video, which is really just like a slideshow video of pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, this series is scheduled to end July 31st, but there's a chance it could get pushed back. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, obviously a small break wouldn't be an issue, because that means I'd have more time to, to think and get more ideas going. Now this intro is almost 5 minutes long, so I'm just going to cut the camera. So I'm not going to be filming while I figure out what I want to do with the parts. I'm going to be messing about with them, and then when I have ideas on what I want to do, I'll start filming and I'll record the building of it. But yeah, so just a reminder, this is the area we have to work with in today's episode. That area is finished, it just needs, small details, but this is the area we're working on. And this is the parts. So, let's get started. So, I'm back, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building up the wall. So, I was away and I decided what I was doing, so I was getting all the, kind of just bricks out of the tub. It's mostly Technic, and mostly like, sort of plates that are in there, so there wasn't too many, but there's kind of enough to get some progress done. So we're just gonna, you know, build it up as much as we can get and as far as we can go. I have a decent amount of parts here. Don't think we'll get the whole thing, but who knows, I could surprise myself. But yeah, so like I said at the start, I'm only gonna build on camera once I know what I want to do, because at the start of this I had no idea what I actually wanted to do with this. It's kind of like, oh, I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, that's already got a layer of wall down, at least some of it. Still got to build on the wall going here. So I've got some windows, some considering putting windows in. Although that part of the wall, I'm going to be making up out of black parts. That's what I've decided for, you know, that section. The back of it will be the light grey part. But yeah, so just going to start building. These videos have been doing extremely well. I'd like to shout out to everyone who has, you know, been commenting and been very active in the comment sections. There's a couple of people, not getting crazy amount of comments, but like maybe 5 at the most, but people who are in the comment section are very active, giving suggestions and ideas, and that's cool. That's a cool thing to see. Again, I don't think this wall will be perfect. I don't think I'll get up too high with it, but you know, as long as there's, you know, some sort of structure there, or what appears to maybe have once been a structure, everything should go fine. So I'm going to dig around here for some black parts so we can continue. So this video right now, so this part we're like 2 minutes in, the previous part was like 4.5 minutes, so I think this week, well not this week, this episode we are doing a good job at, you know, keeping the time down, but you know, that could easily change, because you know, we're far from done as it stands. I mean, there's quite a bit of work that I still want to do, and I plan to have it done by the end of this episode. So who knows, this could be the longest one yet, but I don't want to guarantee it, but I think this, I'm hoping at least, that this is the last of like the 40-minute long episodes, because as much as those are fun, I feel like they go on a bit too long, and that's not something I want to be doing. So we have a full first layer of wall, so we just really have to continue round until we, you know, run out and we have a decent amount of the building built up. Obviously right now I'm just building the wall. There will be, you know, things inside. It's not going to be empty. I know I didn't finish the interiors on the other buildings, but that's being done in the small details episodes. Whereas this building, at least this part of this area that I'm building right now, I'd like to kind of have that completed for the most part in this episode. If I have to go back to it in the small details episodes, I will, but in this episode I would like to have, my goal is to have it finished. Because the other buildings, I don't want to draw out any longer, like, because in the small details episode it's going to be a really long one, and from there it all just goes to heck. So I am trying not to do that. But yeah, you guys might see that some of the parts I'm having have studs on the side. That's going to be connecting. I'll just put them in random places, but you know, I can always add things in afterwards. But yeah, so I have a system here. So I have a few window pieces. It could be like windows looking into, oh, this part is bent. Let me take care of that. Alright, that's an issue we'll have to deal with later. So I'm thinking of having a couple of windows coming into this area and having like all the electricity and all the power stuff on that side. That's kind of what I've been thinking about doing. So you'll have a couple of windows. Only in like one area will there be the windows, because I'm very short on these parts. But yeah, the rest of it will just be, you know, made up of brick. So there's double windows there, and I think that is all the window parts that I have on hand. I do have plenty more, you know, parts to put in, but yeah, we're out of windows as it stands. I'm going to be placing this part here, and in that corner, I might be wondering what I'm going to be doing there. There's going to be a pipe going up this corner, if you guys can see that. I'm going to zoom in. I just realised that it's not zoomed in. I'm not looking through the camera while building, if that's what you guys are thinking I'm doing. No, I'm actually sitting down next to the camera to build. So right now I'm just fixing that part that appeared to be bent. Hopefully I can, yeah, I think we've got it. Yeah, we've fixed it. So I managed to get that bent part fixed.
But yeah, I mean, you can see the line, but you know, I could just be battle damage, so that works in our favour. Just looking around right now, trying to, you know, figure out what else I can actually, you know, put in that area. Obviously, I do have like one last window piece that I think would, I don't know, put that in here, like a smaller window. Yeah, that works. Just looking around. I have a lot of these cone pieces, so they're going to be used as part of the black wall. Again, I like the shape, and I like, you know, the kind of the way that looks, like half bricks, half cones. I mean, if you guys don't, please let me know in the comments, because, you know, I obviously want to know what you guys, the viewers, think of what's happening and what's being built, because, well, that's important. But yeah, just gonna pick out all these cone pieces. I'm actually going to cut the camera while I do this, because that would just be a waste of time. I'm trying to make these videos short, so I'll see you guys in a second. Okay then, so I was gone for like a minute there. Again, it's instantaneous to use watching. But yeah, I have more than enough cone pieces, at least I think I do. Got a whole handful of them. I'm struggling to keep them all in one hand here. So that clearly shows that I have enough. So right now I'm standing up and building for the camera, because I actually wanted to see what you guys see. Because I am obviously don't watch my own videos, so you know. I've thought about, you know, maybe doing it. I've had the software reacting to some of my videos, because I mean, I used to I will occasionally watch the video once it's uploaded just to see if I'm happy with it, but that is it. Like, I have videos on this channel I haven't seen like in years, so that's an idea I've just thought about doing. It's mostly gaming videos though, because I started in like June 2015, so I've been on the platform for 5 years. So that's 5 years worth of videos I could react to. Well, I'm not gonna react to like last week's video because that was done last week, so you know, something like that would be pointless. So I know you can't see how it looks from, you know, like from certain angles, but yeah, I'm just gonna build the wall up around it, like one brick, and then I'm gonna have to stop because my phone battery is getting kind of low. So yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let that charge, and then we'll get back to building. So I think I've got enough of these grey pieces, you know, just to build up like that. Hoping I do anyway, because I really don't want to have to switch colour, because I'm really liking the way the grey is turning out. So hoping that's not something that needs to be done. So I'm just going to continue building. Since that part there is, I can, you know, put something else in it that isn't the grey colour, because I really don't want to have to use non-necessary bricks, if that makes sense. I don't want to have to waste anything, because like I pointed out last week, we are kind of using the last of what parts I have lying around. So I'm going to fill this bit in, but just not with the grey, because it would be a waste, because you wouldn't see it from inside the building. And I kind of want the inside of the building to look decent, considering I'm on the last of my parts, like I said. So, oh, and I caused myself some damage. But that's easily repaired. So we have a whole bunch of these grill parts now. Try and make sure they're all like pointing the same way, if that makes sense. So yeah, I want them going up and down. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Because I want it to all be in line and whatnot. Just press all that down. Again, this part of the section of the video is probably about 10 minutes long. So I do apologise for how long these videos are, but I'm hoping that this is the last one that's like over 40 minutes. Obviously we'll have less and less things to do. Like, because at the start I said the more videos I do, the longer they're going to get, which is true. But towards the end they are going to get shorter, because this is the last of, you know, the big structures that need to be built. So I'm going to add this piece in here. It could be like a lever attachment or something. I do not know yet. I am still, in my mind, I'm still designing, you know, the ins and outs of the building. But yeah, after I've wrapped this right around here, we're going to cut the camera, and I'm going to let my phone charge. Gonna go through more parts and decide what other things I could add and how I could do it. Add this piece in here. I feel like doing that would be useful for something. Again, this is something I did have a plan for, but we've had to, you know, downsize severely because of, you know, bricks. Because I really wanted like 2 floors on this building, but I way overestimated how many parts. I could have done it if I had, you know, if I had not built both the towers, and I had, you know, not used all these plates, because then I would have had a floor for it. But, you know, that's something that I chose to do, but I'm happy with the result. So, yeah, here's what we got so far. I'm actually going to fill in those bits next to the arches using, we'll use some of these parts here. And then, you know, that will be it for this part of the video, and then we'll come back, finish off the part stuck. Come back and we will finish up. Well, we'll finish up the wall and then we'll get to the inside. So yeah, there it is so far. Gotta cut the camera, but you guys won't know how long it's been. See you soon. So I'm back and we are doing shaky camera moment because I've not got the tripod. So here's some of the parts I've been using for building and sorting out. So yeah, last time I was recording you guys, and this is only a quick update, like maybe like a minute or so, and then we'll get back to the building. But yeah, so I started building, and I'm actually just gonna quickly put a few pieces in right now that I so everything matches. But yeah, you guys probably noticed I finished up building the wall. Now if you're wondering why the hell do you not do this on camera? This is like kind of the thing with this series. It really was just a wall, and so I thought to myself, is there really that much of a point in building the whole thing on camera? Because it's really just a wall, and that's kind of wasting time considering these how long these videos are. The real indeed, well, obviously you can see there's some detail, these nice parts that come out on different parts of the wall. There's the entrance which can go through. There's my fingers, and we've got those kind of windows and in different areas. I love the way this looks. Obviously, there's some details that need to, still be added. Also, the interior needs to be added as well. But yeah, so it is coming along nicely. I didn't want to build it on camera because I just felt like I'd be wasting time, but I'm liking how this looks. Yeah, it's not, there's like a brick with a hole and whatnot. But yeah, there's going to be stuff added onto those. You can kind of see where I've kind of got brackets running around, to add details, because it is kind of a power plant, so it is going to need those things added to it. That's not all the parts I have. I still have all the ones in here. But yeah, those are all the parts I'd dug out beforehand. But yeah, while I'm at it, if there's anything I want to put inside the Separatist Command Center, which is this building, I think I will. But yeah, if you're wondering why there's not a blue line on top of this building, I didn't have enough parts. I was actually kind of struggling to build the wall up, and there's a lot of parts there, but I wanted to try and be consistent with colour, which for the most part I have been able to be. So I just put these cheese chops going all the way along, and I like the way that looks. And also the front is higher, but see from this angle, I love the way this base looks. Well, it's a command center / power plant, but yeah. Although I think I'm going to title this power station. I know in the paper it does say power plant, but I'd say it's more of a small kind of power substation type thing that's going on here. But yeah, it is drastically taking shape because this area sat empty the longest. Because we started on the Republic side, worked our way down, done the towers, came down, like, obviously I laid out and done all the ground within one video, but this area just sat vacant for so long, so I kind of love the way it's looking right now. So I'm going to cut the camera, and I will come back, and we will start adding the interior things. Alright then, so I've just been going through things, and I've decided some of the stuff I'm going to put in again. This will be probably like maybe 5-10 minute long clip between me designing and building extra things to put into what I've got, but for the most part I kind of have some things already that I wanted to add. I'm just grabbing one, so I wanted kind of like a supply type shelf, like, just shelving. I felt like that would work, so I wanted to put in here because the gap's just the right size. Maybe not put, the full thing in there, but I like the way that looks between those two bits. That doesn't look half bad. Also, you guys are looking at it from maybe a funny angle, but at the end I will also take my phone out of the tripod and just go around the entire thing that I have come up with so far. But yeah, that doesn't look half bad. Maybe what I should do is I've got the right pieces. This will look good. So if I put that part there, I didn't even think about this. That's actually quite a good idea that I was coming up with. If I do that, it blends in with the wall more, which I like that. And I think I'll put some of those pieces at the bottom of it too. I did not think we'd be able to get like at least maybe a full, or at least any type of building out of what parts I had. Like, this actually looks really good. But yeah, I'm just gonna tail off the bottom area of that. Obviously, this is a power facility, but you've got to have storage shelves. I mean, where are they keeping all their tools and whatever? Obviously, none of that's going to be going on here because it's been taken over by the Separatists. I don't know if I'm gonna have any droids in here because I only have like 12 B1 battle droids and 4 super battle droids, and I kind of have to have those in the battlefield. So I don't know who is going to be in here. Maybe it'll just be an empty building. I have no idea what's happening there. But yeah, I love the way that looks. That looks really nice. But yeah, so
Another thing that I'm really happy turned out well is that arch. That archway looks cool, like round the entrance. I'm definitely enjoying that. So I'm get. I've also been messing about with some red cone pieces as well. Like we should have those coming out the wall in some of those hole areas. Those are like lights. Just anything that makes me think of power. Basically, that is what I'm putting in this. Oh, and congratulations to me. I'm just gonna take that off and fit those pieces that way because the wall, this part of the wall is crumbling as I do so. So yeah, it's probably the best way to go around that. And it fills in those whole pieces there. I'm gonna zoom out so you guys can see the entirety. Yeah, you can see my bed and from my floor in the shot. That's a shot you guys aren't used to seeing unless it's room tour season, which is September. But yeah, so I'm just going over the parts here, looking at what can and can't be used, just going through kind of just everything to see what I can make something cool out of it, makes it look like it generates power. So right now, you guys can't see on camera obviously, but I am building like a small kind of turbine generator thing. I am not the most technical person when it comes to things like that, so it's kind of just whatever I come up with. I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but I'm liking the way it's turning out. Gonna attach it to more things once it's in there, but for the most part it looks pretty good the way it is. But yeah, so this is the thing I've just finished building. I did some what looks like a turbine in there. I'm gonna put some grill pieces in there as well. Actually, I've got plenty of those lying around. I can just do that. I think that would look good. Also, I don't think they exist, but there's no like at least I don't have any circular grill pieces from Walkway. I don't think those exist. Although if they do exist, please tell me in the comment section because that'd be cool. I've only ever seen those in sticker form, and I am not removing parts from my Millennium Falcon because I know they're on that. But yeah, if there's like a physical brick like that, I want to know about it. So yeah, here's kind of like more or less the almost finished design. I'm gonna obviously flatten the top of it and put some joints on it so it can be added to things. Just gotta do. No, I'm gonna add a switch. Switch would be a cool way to go about it, and it can be like a lever switch, kind of like what that is. Yeah, I've got plenty of those parts. I just need to make them. Sorry, I had to get the camera. My little brother came in the room, but yeah, I'm adding. Well, I did have one of those pieces a second ago, but now I've misplaced it. Brilliant. Now I need to find that part. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. No, maybe I should. Yeah, it's fine the way it is. But no, I'm not. I'm arguing with myself here. That's too low. I need to add, some cone parts. No, I know it might sound like I'm saying clone, but I'm saying cone. I should probably point this out. I have dyslexia, so some things I say don't sound right. That's why. So we're gonna put that contraption in there, and I'm liking the way this is looking so far. Right. So the other storage thing, I don't know if I'll put that in or not. But that's also there just in case. Another thing I've come up with that I think looks like it belongs in a place like that. Well, I came up with it. I've not actually built it yet. I'm in the process of just doing that now. But yeah, I'll find a piece that kind of goes on the top but looks right. And there we go. Perfect. This thing right here can go there. I'm loving the way this building is looking right now. Again, will not all be done in this clip. There will be another jump cut after this. But yeah, those are gonna happen. That's just how it works. Otherwise, the video wouldn't have those cuts, and it would just be continuously recording while I go about things. Because as much as it seems quick to you guys, within the time since the last jump cut, I have got my phone charged, I've watched TV, I've eaten, all those sort of things. So yeah, I've been doing some stuff. And there's the watch telling me it's 2 o'clock. Well, alright then, don't want to drag it on any later. So yeah, this is kind of a wheel maybe to release stuff, so maybe there's like, it's not just electricity, there's other types of power, being created in this area. There we go. Looking nice. This is turning a lot better out than I thought it would originally. I wasn't hoping for this to look as nice. But,
I appear to have gotten lucky.
So I'm gonna attach 2 of these to the wall in this sec. Oh, maybe will that fit? On second thought, we're gonna move this thing, and we're gonna put it here at this side, because I want to have 2 of those on the wall, and I'm gonna move this out a little if it will let me. Yay! There we go. So I want another one of. I'm just gonna zoom in so you guys can see exactly what I mean. I want another one of those stuck to the wall. So I'm going to do those. Then I'm going to add the switches I was talking about, like the levers. Then it will be a jump cut, and while I design some more things and look for some more parts, then that could be the last one. That's at least what I think is going to happen. So I'm just going to shift through this box. Yep, there it is. There is the other part. In fact, no. Come up with a much cooler way of doing this. Just wait a second. Yeah, I'm actually going to cut the camera briefly for this. Alright, so I adjusted it by adding grills on it. I like the way that looks. It looks very space age, at least to me it does. Probably you guys probably have some varying opinions. But yeah, I'm going to make another one of those turbine things, like that I made here, and then I'm going to cut the camera and go about coming up with more things to put inside it. Because again, I did not think I would get this far. I thought that I'd get, like last time, I'd have to come up with another halfway through the video type plan, like what am I going to do type thing. But, you know, I've been lucky enough not to have to do that this time, so yeah. Just in the process of coming from this one, I want to join it to a wall, so I'm adding sort of, you know, piping to it, so it can be joined to the wall. It won't have actual bricks touching it to the wall, but I want it to look like it at least. That's kind of what I'm aiming for with this one. But yeah, this one will be completely tailored off. There won't be any like switches on the top of this one. I don't think I need to really put any on this one. So if I come down here, I can actually, yeah, there. Let's go in. Up and like a couple studs away from properly touching that. So if I find the correct parts, I can get it to touch. Up there we go. See, I'm gonna need 1 or 2 studs to get it to work. Let's remove this. And it should no, I need to take one off. We'll get rid of the red stud and keep the light grey one. And once I've installed this, I will briefly show you guys. Then I'm gonna come up with some more ideas during a jump cut, which is 90% of what these videos appear to be. I'm kidding. But yeah, so that is installed. I'm going to briefly show you guys what we have going on at the moment. Then I will go away and come up with more ideas. Okay then, so tripod's moved over there. Just move some of the parts out of the way. But yeah, here's what we have so far. So we've got the entrance, we've got kind of valves, storage area, which between those two things there, the slopes, looks good. I actually did not intend on putting that there when I built the slopes. The slopes were just there. Oh, need to fix that. Slopes were there for detail. Got that thing over there. Got the turbine that goes into the wall. Got that turbine. Also, there's more room for more things to be added. Again, this is the one part that's building that's getting completed in this episode. The other ones are going to get small details added in the small detail sections. And in case you guys forgot, because of how long this video was, next episode we're doing the tower fire. So yeah, I've showed you guys that. I'm going to go design more things and we'll be back in a moment. So yeah, I've been gone like maybe an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes. Now I've not just done Lego during that time, I've done a few other things. Took a break as well, put my phone charged, but yeah, so here is something I've come up with to put in the back section of the base. It's kind of like the main reactor type thing. It will stand up like that, and those kind of pipes, like arc pipes, and you kind of things will be sticking into other things in the base, like in the walls. But yeah, so I'm going to put the phone on the tripod, and we will fit those. Or just this one, because that's the only one I have at the moment. Okay then, so we're almost in the right position, just adjust that. Yep, so we're going to install it. It's kind of like my main sort of power reactor, because I mean, it's not like a huge sort of power plant where there's like tons and tons of machines. Oh, maybe I've done that a little too long. Okay then, maybe I'll need a slight adjustment. Great. I think I have officially made this too long.
yeah, it's going out of the building now, so I'm just gonna make a quick adjustment to the overall structure. But yeah, I'd take no. I do apologise. This is something I should have probably tested beforehand to see the overall size of it. Just take a moment. Oh. Yeah, I have dropped the entire thing and it is in 2 pieces. But yeah, I think it does the job for what it's meant to represent, and it's a cool piece. I do apologise for how long this is taking me to implement into the. This is beginning to really, really annoy me now. I actually cannot get this to go in, at least in its current form, which is not fun for anyone. See what it's like this way. Yep, there we go. So yeah, I'm going to lock this extra piping piece in. So those 2 red bits behind feed into that, and this is more or less like the main sort of reactor, sort of power generator type thing. But yeah, I'm just going to add these parts here. It's stuck into the wall, so that's kind of what I went for. And yeah, I'm going to add an extra piece at the end so it just feeds back in the wall. It kind of goes over and back in. But yeah, that's the only way I can accomplish what I originally wanted out of this. I do apologise, the commentary is not that great at the moment. I'm trying to concentrate on getting this to work. There we go. So yeah, after nearly 3 minutes, we have that installed. Another thing that I am going to be installing into this is this for the ventilation, or it's, oh, brilliant. Welcome to building Christophsis, the thing where I break stuff that I just built. Ah. But yeah, there we go. And hopefully I never have to move it again till the destruction of this base, or mock, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so that is that installed. Just have to finish off really anything else that I want to put in. I'm still going through parts, deciding right what works, what doesn't, and stuff. I know this video is going to be long, but I think out of all the building segments and building episodes I've seen on YouTube that aren't live streams, I think I might have the longest episodes at nearly an hour. Because one of them is nearly an hour long. But I probably don't, but yeah, who knows? Could be. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the camera, sort for a few more parts, and then I will be deciding whether or not if there's anything else I need to put in this. So, before we finish everything off, I decided to come up with another idea here. I want to place like a viewing platform kind of in the middle. Right, you can just stick it on right there. But I'm gonna I need to build the way up. But unfortunately, I've actually put the entrance right there. Before I actually decided I would do this, so I could just put the ladders here, but it would block the entrance. So I'm thinking if I place, no, that would cover the storage unit. I'd have to place them on this side and make a way between the two. So I'm just gonna have a quick look through what parts I have available. So far I've found this piece. Again, just trying things as I go, but yeah. Hopefully this gets good results just the way I'm doing this. No. I do apologise, this must be kind of annoying to watch. Me looking for random parts to see if there's anything I could, use to stick these two things together, which at the moment isn't looking too great. I wish I had more of these plates kicking around. Damn. Right. I think I'll come up with something because I was just messing about there, and when I thought about it, I'm like, oh, that would be cool to have like an upper platform there. So I need to add some stairs in there. Just need to add some other block bricks in there, and we're good to go. I'm going to cut the camera, add those, and then install it. Alright then, so I think I have a system that will work for adding that in. I never actually intended for this to be there, but because I have a big blue part and it kind of works like the way Christophsis looks, I just thought to myself, why not? So it isn't usable, like it's more so there for detail, but I'm not really going to have any minifigs on there. But yeah, that is looking really good. I'm really happy with that actually. So I'm just going to add some of these cheese slopes in areas that kind of need them. And here, like, more so next to the walls, because I want everything to kind of look smoothed off and perfect, because I know this whole mock basically is almost all of it studs showing. So, I mean, I could have done this snot style, but then there would have been no buildings. In fact, I don't think I have enough of one colour, or any of these colours, to snot the entire, or the snot technique on the entire area, because it's not just two 48 by 48 great base plates, it's actually kind of longer than that. I'm not sure what the exact measurements of the other two are, but you know, in the final, I'd be more than happy to count the studs, like just a long ways, because it's 48 wide, but so if it's already 48 by 48, including the two grey base plates, that would add up to 96. That's I think maybe 96. I'd probably got that wrong. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to figure out if that would be 96. So it's 96 studs just with the two grey base plates. So I have to figure out what the extra width is of the rest of the mock. But you know, again, that will be in the final, which will be something I do. So there's an incentive for you guys. It's over 96 long. Like, might not look big on camera, but in person it's a decently sized mock for what it is, for what it's, you know, meant to represent. So once I've done these little pieces here, we're gonna go out. We're gonna head out, unless I think of anything else that I think would look great in here. Again, before we do head off, I will go through any and all bricks I have lying around, well, at least the ones I thought would look great in here, and decide from there, hey, is this done, or does it need more work, or, you know, anything along those lines. My commentary probably isn't the best today, but screw it, I'm trying. But yeah, I am loving, oh, I've knocked the thing I didn't want to touch. Brilliant. Yeah, when I put these black parts around here, this is the last of them. I'm putting on, not the last of the part, I have like a couple more, like, well, probably 10 or 20 more of these parts lying around. The pick-a-brick wall is full of these things last time I went, the cheese swaps. Right, so let's try and put this on without, yeah, that happening. It's not the strongest thing, it's more so built for looks. If I was to try and build it with some sort of strength, it would be way too big. And it wouldn't work for this mock. Got this antenna here that I'm using out of the parts I did not use for the machines and generators. But yeah, I'm going to zoom out and show you guys the product. So it looks quite cool. Relatively happy with it. I'm going to try and, now that I think about it, I should probably try and add like a railing. Let's press that down a bit more. Yeah, I need to add a railing to that, now that I think about it. So I'm going to cut the camera and find the parts of the railing, then build it, then put it on for you guys. But I will show you me putting it on. Okay then, so I have an unexpected method for adding the railing, which will be the last thing I do in this episode. I'm probably going to say that, and I'm probably going to do like another 10 minutes worth of work. I'm kidding you guys. I don't want to do any more in this episode. Not saying because I hate it. I just think I've done, well, more than enough in this episode, considering I had no idea what I was doing at the start. But yeah, so I'm just gonna try and get this to work. You guys can probably guess what part this tubing is from. This part is supposed to be able to bend quite easily, but we're having some slight difficulties getting that to work, at least on mine. This isn't working, unless I have to, you know, put parts to hold it around the curve. Otherwise it might not work. Oh, almost there. You can see what I'm attempting to do here, but this pipe piece isn't cooperating with the rest of the bricks, so don't know what I want to do to fix that. I'm gonna keep trying to make this work. If it doesn't, then we probably won't put a railing, but I really want to put one. So either we do this, we don't, or come up with a new design. but this is the one I have settled on, so I want to make it work. Like, even if it's a bit too much curved, at least I have what I wanted. Unless I have to take this off and try, you know, more bending with it, like I have to bend it into a better shape. But I think I have what I almost have what I want from this. Maybe if I need to add more to keep it structural shape there, I will, but it appears to be going the way I want it. Apart from this part is tipped to one side, so I need to... There we go. Perfect. Right. Just gonna... I think I should add some cheese swaps in a few areas. Just to, you know, make it look a little bit, you know, more detailed. And then we're definitely gonna have to head out the episode because this is a long one. The way I've done it is so it looks like this walkway goes back a lot more than it actually does. That's kind of what I wanted for it. This, if you're wondering where that tube piece is from, if you're unaware, that's actually a spare piece that they give you with the, well, at least I got mine in the 2017 Lux land speeder, so, yeah. Didn't take it off the set, I've had it as a spare for the last 3 years. I got the set when it came out, and I've just never ever used it. It's just like sat in numerous boxes over the last few years and just never ever had some use, so I thought to myself, why not? It's a cool piece. And it can, well, get some good use here, so it's going to tile up this back part. Well, not tile up, because put cheese swaps on it. Get this part here, I could have a light. Oh, I could have a light there, yeah. Definitely. Definitely going to do that. Nice. Yeah, this is turning out way better than I thought, because I did not think I'd be able to get like a full building, or at least all the walls done with what parts I had left, but I have amazed myself with what I've been able to do here, so just gonna continue putting these parts on and on. Yeah, like I was saying, the reason I am probably wrong, but I think I have the longest segment videos for building a mock series on YouTube at nearly an hour long. Like I've seen ones like by Solid Brick Studios with the Building Mandalore series, and that's like half an hour, maybe 35 minutes long, some of them. Yeah, there's a reason mine's are probably so long. I don't have time lapse. I'm not quite at that part with my videos, editing and stuff like that. Or because I film with my phone, I don't have any special cameras or anything to do anything like that. Would be cool, though I don't think time lapse is really for me because I take a lot of breaks during it, and you know, I probably wouldn't look that great me doing time lapse. But yeah, there we go. Probably should just tile that other side so it kind of looks right, because I don't like how it's got all that black and stuff on one side and the other side is just like completely bare. So I do not have, sadly there's not another one of those pieces, but I can, you know, kind of create some sort of barrier using these cones. Again, I did not say clones, cones. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut the camera and get some more of those. Okay then, so we have at least what I would say is the required parts to finish this off. But yeah, so I'm gonna add it in as if like the other barrier is just not there yet. Or who knows, maybe this is like an area to go on this thing's top floor, but yeah, it's not really meant to represent anything in particular, it's just like a walkway, like an observation area. Because I like how you can put a figure there and just gets a view of the entire battle. That just looks, because lots of bridges and walkways on Christophsis, so I'm happy with actually being able to incorporate one of those into the design. Sorry if you heard any background noise there, my little brother was up and about, so he's just doing his thing. So you might have heard him there, but yeah. So, yeah, that works. So I just need to put the black parts in. I'm going to add some lights to those ones. I know I just joked about saying I'd be done and giving you another 10 minutes worth of content. I'm probably just accidentally nearly done that. Again, I just get ideas at random, and I don't want to have to make another episode on this. Like, this needs one episode. Now, I know I said I would try and have this done in a less than 45-minute episode. I don't know what the total time is if you add up all the videos yet, because it's all different clips. I will know once I edit them all together, but My guess is I've failed spectacularly with my goal. I think I've completely failed. But yeah, as much as it would have been cool to succeed with that, it doesn't completely matter because as long as I get the content that I guarantee you guys, then I'm happy. So I'm going to use some red studs for lights. Now I know Christophsis would have blue, but this is a separate is base, so I'm using red lighting because, well, bad guys. Plus it kind of just fits the area, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to do this, then the lights will be like 2 studs thick, and then they'll be like sort of black, like 1x1 studs on top, a black 1x1 stud on top of each, kind of like a cap for the lights. So yeah, that's what I'm going for with those. I do apologise for the length of these episodes. Again, they should start to get shorter again because I'm going to be doing less and less work in each video. I know I said this is probably going to be the last long one, but I can actually see next week's episode being quite long since I do the building on camera stuff. What I mean by that is because I'm going to be, I'll be doing the stuff for the fire on top of the, one of the towers and the bridge, so yeah. That might take some time, but yeah. Just gonna add these, and I promise you, in fact, no wait, I actually have to add the lever piece, 2 like small lever things inside the base, but I'm not gonna do that in camera. But no, I will. It'll only take me like a couple seconds to do so, because I think I have the parts literally right near me. In fact, yeah, I do. So I'm just gonna add those on the clip, because why not? That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, you guys wait just a second. I will have that. So to put another one of these parts on here, and yes, I'm loving the way that looks. Perfect. Right then, I'm just gonna cut the camera, get those parts, and then I promise you, we are done. I actually promise. And then I'm gonna do the outro of the video. Then we are done. Okay, I'm gonna add the switches. One is gonna go here. I will, once I've added that switch, I'm sure there's a part for another one. Okay, I've added the switches. So now I'm going to take my phone off the tripod and just show you guys a view of everything we've got done. Today, I'm just going to strip some Lego back off the table. But yeah, I don't really like to show you guys the other side because I've shown that so many times, but this side was neglected until now. It has all of its stuff done. So yeah, I'm going to quickly pause the film and show you guys. Okay then, so this area is now pretty much complete. So we have like the kind of barricade wall that's been built around the building. Separate as base, again we'll get more work done in the small details episode. We have the kind of bridge, or walkway, whatever you want to call it, there. I probably should have put like a light on that side now that I have one there. Again, I can fix that. And here we just have all the sort of power related stuff like the reactor and whatnot. The 2 switches, here is one, the lightsaber helps. There's one. Yep, great, knocked that. Well, there's 2. You get the idea, because I have now broken the reactor. I'm going to cut the camera and fix it. Okay, I fixed it. So this is the one thing that doesn't seem to want to stay in the right place. It is the reactor for the power area. Now, I think I did a good job. I like the front wall here, like how there are all these crazy shapes. I was sort of inspired by Japanese architecture to do it that way. Like, obviously, in Christophsis, you only ever see one separatist kind of base, and it is inside a tower, but I wanted to do it slightly differently. Whereas the Republic's base is just meant to be completely obliterated, but yeah. In fact, you know what, I'm going to give you guys a quick challenge. You guys can see my storage units for the Lego figures. Comment all the minifigures you can see in this frame. I want you to comment all the figures you guys seen in that frame. I think that'd be interesting, how many of those you can spot. But yeah, it's coming on nicely. I love the platform. That's my favourite part so far, the stairs leading up there and the way that looks. Before I cut the camera, I'm actually going to, do the outro bit quickly. Well, technically this is the outro. I'm actually going to cut the camera right now and add an extra light there, just because I feel like it needs it. So yeah, at least you guys didn't have to watch me build that otherwise. So I added this light here. I've got this to focus. Right, I added that light there. I added kind of ends on the end of the tubing just to make it look a bit neater. But yeah, I'd say the separatist end looks good. I did add a separatist symbol. Again, I will add more in the small details video, which isn't for like another 2 episodes. So yeah, since this is the outro of the video, I might as well explain a few things. So yeah, thanks to everyone who's been watching. I've got quite a lot of new subscribers since this. We're 2 subscribers away from the goal of 450. which was set to be, I wanted to try and get that by July 16th because I mentioned this on June 16th, which was well over a week ago now. Probably actually about a week ago. Something like that. I'm probably wrong. But yeah, so the next episode is Tower Fire, which will be all the black part of this tower, and half of that bridge will be on fire because it was hit by the AAT. Then it's small tower details, so I'll be adding like things like aerials and radar dishes and all that sort of thing. Maybe like sort of a, I don't know, I'm thinking like a observation area, like a like sort of like an area covered in glass, like a kind of a area like that for the clones to hide in and look at things. Not sure. Then it'll be small details, like just random around the mock small details. That's when that building will get extra details. Now, if I think of anything else for that when that episode's coming out to add in here, I will add it. Episode 4, see that was small details. Episode 15 is the battle damage, which will be everything that's wrecked and it isn't the tower. We already have the wrecked fighter tank over here, which is spilling out fuel. I want to add, now that I have a lot more of those red studs available, if I still have some after doing the tower fire, I'm going to make more fuel just spill out of it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It's probably, I'm hoping this one isn't as long as the last one. The last one was nearly 50 minutes long. I hope to God it isn't. But yeah, I think you get a really cool view from standing here and then being able to see everything from the battle. That's probably one of my favourite aspects. My favourite thing this episode is that. One area I really want to work in small details episodes is the speeder bike bay. That definitely some work. And I think I was discussing this at the start of the episode. Thinking of having like a wall, the same colour palette as the public base going behind it and along there, like, but only to a certain point. Like maybe it's built into the boy parts. I don't know, but I'm thinking of making this Republic base area a bit more complete. Obviously, that's not going to get its own episode. That will be in small details episode. Technically not a small detail, but it's something. But yeah, so tell me what you guys think. Now, I did say that some episodes might not come out on the agreed date due to me possibly doing things. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out SB Bricks, and yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.